morning to all traders and welcome to another Microsoft Waves. It's June 14th today. Last week we had an interesting close. We've had ECB, we've had inflation figures from the US. Everybody's like, what is Fed going to do with a 5% inflation? Well, we're going to find out, but you can see that markets remain mixed. Volatility increases, looks like it. And at least my view is that the corrections continue across the board. Today, we're going to have a quick look on the US index, the euro, dollar, oil, gold, dollar CAD. Starting, of course, with the index. Last week, I was tricked thinking that this is a 5-wave move to the downside and we're going to continue lower down, and that the end of this correction, of course, wave 2 ended here. We talked, if I'm not mistaken, about the potential of that becoming a WX, because we always offer that alternative anyway, like a longer correction, you know. And now it seems like that is coming into play. 5, 3, 5, 3. Looks like to me 1, 2, 3, 4. Might consolidate here, might be a flat, might be a triangle, we do not know. This is compared to what 2 is sharp and shallow, might even become a bit deeper, okay? And then continue up, WX and Y for wave 2. We could get to the 78.6. Usually it makes a nice correction extension for wave Y compared to W and X. 90, 69. Or we go up to 90, 93. Or it could turn like a, you know, like a triple zigzag. We don't know that. But obviously we're going to see some signs for that coming through as well. Or I can just extend all the way higher up to the 50 retracement. Okay, it could be a 161 extension or 150 extension also of waves W and X. Okay, and that would also give us a double top here. Actually it will be double top, a 4 and 2. Okay, which is the external structure and the internal structure, which often is seen being the case. And then we'll continue, of course, lower down. Now, in case the alternative starts kicking in, it means that this is wave 1 and this is wave 2, and then this is wave 1 and 2 again, and we start with an impulsive move to the upside to take us to 3, 4, and then 5. That will be 3 and then 4 and 5, and we'll continue the way up, of course, meaning that this is the last resort for bears, guys. Okay, that would also of course mean that the correction, our correction in 4 ended down here, and that was some weird looking you know, leading diagonal in wave 1. Of course, that would be 1, that would be 2. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, guys. From the RSI and MACD, I see no signals that can give us currently at least anything new, which means usually, as you well know, that that is considered to be more of a continuation rather than of a sort of divergence signal, which means short-term versus all pullbacks. Now in euro dollar, I'm not changing my mind that this is an ABC, a flat. We've got ABC over here in X, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and the 5. It's very possible that we're going to get the same sort of correction. Okay, so the fashion of those two, DXY and EURUSD, very likely to be identical. So we again had a sharp correction here in 2 as well, now we've done the impulsive 3 and we are currently in 4. I see another leg down. We can go to 120.46, which is the 78.6 Fibonacci, which is usually seen when we have WX and Y corrections, guys, right? So ABCs, just for the record as well, ABCs usually do not go like above the, let's say, just below the 78.6, let's say 75, whatever you want to call it. Usually we have these deep corrections are WX and Ys. In either case, I expect more downside, and we are looking still as our main scenario, right? That's this multi-structure move to the upside 1, 2, and this is leading 1, and we're going to expect to, and also don't forget 78.6. I called this as well last time, because guys, we have a leading diagonal here, and leading diagonals usually receive deep corrections. Okay, so 78.6 is well expected. We can even go lower down. Okay, but we're going to see how that pans out once we get this fifth wave in. It really depends on how, after wave 4 is completed, it really depends on how wave 1 of 5 is going to, what structure is going to get. If we get a 1 over here, obviously you can expect that to go lower down. But if your wave 1 is going to be down here only, then we can expect to go to 120.43 and then start moving higher. Don't forget, again, WXY very similar to the DXY. The thing I wanted to say about don't forget is that we've got a WX and Y here for wave 2, so it could be another ABC, and that would be an ended diagonal, and then that means that we expect wave Z. This is wave Z, so it would be like a triple zigzag here in wave 2. Okay, so that is for euro dollar, and the signals on the RSI MACD have been a bit more clear, to be fair, even compared to the DXY. We've got downside signal, which we got already, and downside signal twice. Actually, this is a double signal, and prices gave us exactly what the indicator showed. Now let's go quickly on oil. Oil didn't change much from last time we looked at. I think it was last Friday, no? We keep moving higher since we call this a 4. That could be 1, could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to get some sort of ending diagonal here, or it could be a case where this is 1 and 2, and then this is what will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure. It looks like a 3, so more like a 3. So it could be, this is the one. If you consider this, I'm just looking at an impulsive sort of scenario here. That is 1 and 2 for sure. Then that is 1 and 2. And then we've got what? 1 and 2 again. That will take us, actually, if that is an impulse, that will take us probably to the 200 Fibonacci, at least 73, maybe even higher, up to 75 or so, because that will be more destruction to the upside. But I'm looking here, guys, most likely an ending diagonal. Okay, that is going to be confirmed. Of course, the MACD is showing slowly some sort of sign, and on the histogram and also on the lines over here. And don't forget, for this huge signal as well that still has not played through. So I'll be looking at an ending diagonal. If, and don't forget, if prices, guys, move above 72.13, okay, that means our wave 2 is not done yet. Sorry, if it moves above, it means that wave 2 is done, either here or down here. Okay, if it's here, it means we're gonna get 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5 will continue all the way up for primary wave 3. If it's here, it means that this was a leading diagonal in wave 1, which I never liked. That is wave 2, and then we'll continue down up in 3. We're gonna get 4 and 5 for primary 3. Okay, for now though, we remain with 2 scenarios here. I know we don't have two main scenarios usually, but the thing is this, that as long as we're below 72.13, these two have equal opportunities from equal chances. Okay, but I'm looking at this because for wave 2 ending, because I like how this wave 1 starts up here. Okay, and this is giving us a very nice 4 as well structure, whereas okay, it's going to be a wave B here. Okay, so it would be like here, this is WXY, that would be the X, and that would be Y. This for wave Y, a 5 wave move, whereas everything else is corrective in this structure. That's why I have this one coming up, and then the second highest probability would be the irregular flat, either running or expanding. We're not going to know until we actually start getting wave C, if that is going to, if 72.13 stops prices, which is not going to be a surprise to me, to be fair. Okay. Now, do we get anything on the WTI? Okay, we already talked about these two signals, yes, and this one is coming in already. It could break and we can get another one, which is a very usual scene. Don't forget that this oil, guys, is commodity, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean 138.2 is going to be spot on, reversal. We could get an extension even higher up. Okay. What we want is to see a daily close below it, though. This is what I would just say. Yeah. Don't forget, commodities is not the same as currencies. Now on gold, very similar to euro dollar over here. Okay, and the impulse move to the upside looks very nice. And I'm expecting the prices to continue lower down to get our wave 4 finally, and then continue higher to complete wave 5 of 1. As you can see, I'm still bullish on gold. Okay, and the truth is that until we break below 70.56, I will be still looking at this with a bias to the upside rather than anything else. Okay, that's my wave 1, that's my wave 2, my wave 3 is done. I've got a expanded flat in W of a W, X and Y. The 38.2 is very possible, 1838, 1795, 1767, all of them are possible. But now the question is, what do we get on the RSI and the MACD? Do we get a signal that shows us such a dip? No, we don't really. But the thing is that, this signal, these two signals over here are not really something that is going to send prices like to a dip down to 1. Okay, at least it doesn't show. What we can do though is we can go up to 3, then down to W, and then to X, since we finished it. And look at this, the 1618, if we say we get an extended Y, comes at 1800. Okay, the 100 Fibonacci is at 1846. So let's get to 1846 first, which might be a case where since we were expecting more likely an ABC, we could get something like this. This is my wave A. Okay, I'm gonna get my wave B, and then we're gonna get our wave C. Should of course get a nice signal here on the RSI and MACD. Okay, sometimes it comes without the signal, but this is what I'm seeing on gold. The alternative, as you well know, is similar to euro. This is we'll call the WX and triple zigzags down here, but we will have to go back again once we break, of course, the 1755. Until then, there is no reason for me to look at this scenario. Then we'll have to go back and relabel these structures to take into account that this is going to be a triple zigzag down here with a fresh low expected to be 4, and then continue higher up. Okay, that's the alternative I have in mind. That would of course probably mean that this is an ABC or something, right, rather than an impulse move to the upside. And finally, guys, USDCAD was moving quite nicely. We could see some correlation with oil, but it seems to be getting weaker. Either way, you remember last time we talked about wave 3 ending down here now. Okay, 3, 4, and 5. I'm looking at ABC, and obviously ABC, right, is very, very. This is some sort of triangle, by the way. So this is my where my wave 1 starts. This is 1, yeah, and 2. We get that's an ABC. Okay, so that might be the A, the B, and we expect wave C. Okay, or it could also be a case this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna get A, then we're gonna get B, then we're gonna get C. In either way, guys, I see, and I think my opinion is this actually. We're gonna get up to this channel perhaps 122.50, 123. 27, who knows, somewhere near that level, and then continue lower to finally end wave 5. And wave 5 of course can be anywhere between and anywhere below wave 3, and that was going to be of wave C, of X, and from there we're really looking for price to start really moving up. The question is, how low are we gonna go? Well, I see the short term up, and I see the medium term down. Okay, medium to even long term. Okay, we're probably gonna get around 117, 116, who knows. Of course, that will depend on on many different factors. This is just maybe a big jump, let's say, to consider that level for now, but let's just get there first, and then we can make an assessment once we get the first leg to the downside in the first correction. But for now, W, X, and Y is very possible. Another scenario is that, of course, that is Y is already in. We're gonna get another X, and then we're gonna get a Z, and that will be my level over here. Or it could be also this could turn into a triangle pattern, guys, because we are in wave 4. Okay, do not forget that. So most likely it's going to be some sort of open triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well, and then a continuation to the downside. So there is a limitless scenarios for that we can there's no limitless, there is a limit obviously, because there's a certain amount of corrections that exist, but we can get any combination over here. Okay, so it's a correction, it's in wave 4, and we expect to see some I at least expect some upside. Now the RSI and the MACD doesn't show much. Okay, it doesn't actually show us everything, which, as I said before, usually is a continuation signal. Now doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to stay up. Okay, but at least I would expect prices to remain trading within this channel. Okay, a break to the downside could initiate the fifth wave to the downside. If we break up, though, I'm not gonna necessarily, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see reversal to the upside. It just means that most likely we're going to get up on the channel over here, and from there we can make further educated decisions. Okay, guys, so that will be all for the day. I want to thank you again for watching this video today, Monday. Wish you a good trading week, and do not forget you can leave your comments on our comment section on YouTube, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Do make sure, please, that you leave your technical analysis there if you are coming with a challenge. Okay, so thanks for watching again, and we'll speak again tomorrow.